rivals. What better map than a Mirage to potentially pull off the upset?
Yeah, and this is the thing. Back during the Impact League, the online season we had, it was MIBR and FURIA in their respective groups coming up top. Then sadly, MIBR losing in Insiders, losing out on Dallas. But during those group stages, the only matches that MIBR lost were against FURIA, and both times in those best of threes, they did play Mirage. Now, the first week around was 16-6, second time 16-14, they lost by just an inch. So I feel there is a bit of hope that MIBR on Mirage can actually steal it away.
When we're finding out here, it's going to be a fast hit coming in towards the B bomb side. A Molotov, smoke, a couple of flashes in the hands of izaa and Littles. But that being said, they're slowly going to be creeping their way down towards underpass. Smoke for the top of cons as well, and OLGA is going to be making contact. First player spotted, taken down as well as Mari will strike in tandem. 2 kills for Mari in the connector position, and the bomb is loose. So izaa and Littles have to try and fight their way in from the B bomb side, but they have so much of real estate to traverse here, and the first kill will finally take place. GaBi will fall, but 3 more kills to find, and more importantly, they need to retrieve the C4. This is not going to be easy for MIBR to recover from.
izaa holding the window. He's aware that they could easily come in there, but it's just going to go the long way around, having a feeling that they're out there towards the jungle area. But also the eyes are holding the angle, just jiggling around the corner. Oh, both are spotted, so now all the eyes are going to go onto both those players. It's a little bit of a dink, but at least with the armor in hand, it's good. And oh, OLGA grabs both kills there, in fact. Clean as you would like to see it. And that is now the pistol round going in the way of FURIA.
Yeah, that was well played, right? In the 3v2, there was still a way in which the duels could be isolated by MIBR. So we had the player inside the connector just jiggling out as you spotted there, Virlis. And the moment she spots the players there, OLGA, who was holding the top of mid towards TV room, looking for any flank to come on in, immediately comes towards short and ensures that even if a kill does take place, the trades were instantaneous. So clean round there coming out from the side of FURIA. Like the attempt from MIBR though, they were trying to mix things up a little bit in the pistol round, but unfortunately the hold as OLGA, that's a laser beam with the MP9. Of course, just the unarmored Glocks in the hands of MIBR, and I'm not too sure. I think she's been spotted out here, so the pre-fire comes out, and the Glock's actually able to take down OLGA. Just 1 kill for her, and 1 HP for Little. This is risky from Ka. This is very risky, and that is a wild spray getting punished. But izaa's there to finish off the job. Only izaa remains.
Oof, well, tried to tap away but here we go. The nade to finish it off with. And the second round now on the board. Still got quite close.
Too many casualties of FURIA. I don't think they're going to be happy with the way that played out. And that's an opportunity here for MIBR. Now the big guns are going to be coming on out. They win this, they break the money.
Yeah, so the weapons are definitely better. And this is the thing. Littlesy already has an ARP in her hands. Really the star player of MIBR. So that can be a very scary prospect for FURIA going into this round. Spawn Dome not really quite in their favor, so just holding it off for now. And in fact, FURIA seem to be keen on pushing down deep in mid. There's going to be a flashbang, and Littlesy does tag OLGA. She can manage to escape, just fall back. That's enough intel. We know that there's an open play. We know where it is, and now try to hold on to the rest of the site.
Yeah, and MIBR, they still need to expend quite a bit of utility to get this control of mid, right? They knew OLGA was being aggressive. They still haven't really poked and prodded as we have the smoke coming in for window, which will bloom, and that's going to allow Josie to slowly make her way out towards the top of mid. Simultaneously, we have the 2 players from MIBR coming in from connector. It's still a minute on the clock here. Still quite a bit of time to work with. The CT is now playing much more passive positions. That being said, we have Ka inside of apartments, and that's a lot of information getting gleaned. Risky play by OLGA, and she will be punished, taken down by Zosi. And now MIBR, they have a lot of real estate to work with it. It looks like it's going to be the B pincer, but keep eyes on where izaa is inside of the B apartments.
Oh, well, question is she even necessary? GaBi grabs one, tags up Little Z there in the process as well, and that's now her taken out of the question. Now, ooh, Kisa does find another kill. That's GaBi now out, but Marie has already made her way over towards the market position. Good nade, good ideas. Will throw one instead herself. Yeah, and now Car coming in from short. Let's hope that they can make a potential pin to work. It's not going to happen. Another kill coming in for MIBR, leaving Marie to try this all on by herself. There is a kit, but simply too much time, too many angles to look at. So it's better to safe and hold on to that M4.
Good start here for MIBR, right? Not only, oh, okay, taking away all the weapons, that's great. Great start in the first buy round, and for the side of FURIA, it's a bit of a grim prospect here when it comes to the money, losing 3 players in round number 2 against a Glock, something which really shouldn't have taken place. And it was very important for the player, I think it was izaa, inside of being able to stay alive in that position and win the duel to the flank coming in from B apartments. But once she got taken down, it was looking very grim on the B bomb set, as that is a shot and a half from Little Z. Ka looking to be brave, taking the fight with a scout. A headshot angle, very winnable, could have gone either way, but good spot for Little Z, and she will find her first. That being said, it is a force buy from FURIA, and this play from GaBi could be the difference maker. Pushing in deep inside of apartments, that's so much of information being gleaned, but she is going to slowly peel away. And she's going to convey information to her teammates. Guys, there's no one in B. We can try and go for a bit of stack towards A, but it is a wrong call. And the early information peak actually going to be coming and biting FURIA in the butt. MIBR now with a slow creep towards B apartments. It's going to be empty, and this should at least be round number 2 here for MIBR. There's no one nearby for the CTs.
Yeah, no, they will use their flashbangs to get out, but simply too much space already for them to gain. Now there is a little bit of a gap still, and that smoke will now be in place. So that should mean, there we go, the bomb is being planted. Oh, okay, Little Z does still manage to hold on to the kill as izaa peeked right around the corner. But again, another player advantage on top of it. So this looks like another round on the board for MIBR. Yeah, of course, just the minimal buys around the rifles. Deagle, a scout, not very optimal, but if you can hold on to them, it's nice to take them with and try with sort of like a half buy, like, you know, at least 3 players on weapons. Try and pull something off. If they can hold on to their weapons. OLGA does fall, trying to get into the A site, as MIBR is pretty much, they're not going to hunt fully, but if they come across you, they will take up your head.
Really solid start here for MIBR, despite the pistol going the way of FURIA. Yeah, FURIA are definitely the favorites. We saw the desk, there was not a desk divided this time around. Everyone in agreement that FURIA should be the massive favorites here, but we'll touch upon this really. We said, you know, it's going to be Mirage, it's a best of 1, Brazilian Derby, could easily go either way. So have a bit of time on getting called here. I think it's a bit of a technical issue to sort things out. OLGA, though, she is who I'm looking at to bring to kind of be the pillar, so to speak, of this FURIA side. She was incredible. I was so lucky to have the opportunity to watch the CLG Red and FURIA game just a month prior, where they pulled off a really big upset. Unfortunately, not able to get the win. They fell eventually to the champions, the Enigma Galaxy, but they have shown that they are very, very deadly team indeed. That's a massive plushie. That is humongous.
Oh my god.
That's as big as a PC.
Wait, is that... It looks kind of like Sully from Monsters Inc., you know, the blue and the horns. But I'm not sure if it actually is. But it's so adorable.
Can we turn it around?
Oh, can we turn it around? Someone, cameraman, please help us out.
I don't think he can.
No. And we don't want to disturb the flow, you know? If we touch the plushie, who knows what's going to happen.
Well, that is the biggest plushie I've seen ever in a game, though, and I respect. Oh, he's trying.
Oh, look at it. It's so cute.
It does look like the guy from Monsters.
It does look, yeah, but like kind of like a very cute version of it. I mean, it's already cute, but now even more cute.
Well, listen. As long as if it gives it a moral support, go for it. Doesn't matter how big it is.
But that's the thing, you know, during the online season, we've seen their whole online setups, you know, them being comfortable in their own home, and we've seen pets, but also tons of plushies. We have the little octopus that also came here to Valencia as well. So yeah, it's, you know, bringing a little piece of home that can give you, I don't know, it can also help, you know, with like the stress and everything. So good for them that they brought it along. And who knows, it might be just like a nice good luck charm as well.
Well, right now we still have no news as to what the delay is. I did also spot a really, really cool mouse pad on the MIBR side. It was like bright pink.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure whose that was. So as you see, everyone, a little quite technical issue, kind of obvious because everyone's quiet. You can't really talk during the tech timeouts. But yeah, it's been an interesting start to the day, right? We saw the complete domination coming in early on from Enigma Galaxy, Anna popping off as expected. Then we saw a great comeback from Navi Javelins in game number 2 against Big Keeper. But unfortunately for the Navi side, not able to quite close it out. Then we have the Brazilian Derby. And then later on, we have Godsend going up against the North American side of CLG Red. So some really, really cool matchups in store for us here. It's going to be 6 best-of-1s today, ladies and gentlemen, followed by 1 best-of-3 at the end of the day. So a lot of CS.
A lot. And also, you know, a lot on the line too. You know, that last best-of-3 of the day is going to be an elimination game, all based upon the first best-of-1s we're having prior. And that does also mean, sadly, we're gonna say goodbye to one of the teams already. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure of these teams. You know, they've been traveling for so long, and now you want to make the best of it. And FURIA and MIBR are so far so close. And this is the thing, Mirage has been close quite a couple of times. So even on paper, FURIA, the experience as well as of them being on LAN prior before, I do think that MIBR have some fire inside of them.
Storied organization. They've been around since for a very, very long time. I remember the first time I heard the name was like back in 2005, 2006. We had the likes of Kogu, Bit, even good old FNX as well. Back then, he was winning majors when he was 16. I believe it was 2006 ESWC. But yeah, it's a very storied organization, of course, for these ladies as well. They must be feeling very, very proud to represent this organization, a storied name in Brazilian Counter-Strike. But right now, for FURIA, we will be jumping back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. We still have to save M4A1 in the hands of GaBi. For the rest of the CTs, it is going to be an upgraded pistol for Mari with the Deagle. The rest of them, just USPs, a smoke, and a couple of flashes. So for MIBR, considering how they've been able to handle the buys from FURIA the past couple of rounds, this should be a pretty comfortable one. You can see them playing very, very passively here, aware of the possibility of a curveball play coming out from FURIA. So they're going to take their sweet time. But with this A-stack for FURIA, as long as MIBR, they dot their I's and cross the T's, they should be able to avoid it.
Bit of mid-control coming in from MIBR. Just going to be peeking. Of course, the USPs are there to hold it. And there's a ding coming through, but still 2 clean kills there for MIBR. And they managed to stay alive as well. I think they have a little bit of an idea as to where FURIA is currently sitting. So the smoke is in place, and the bomb is picked up, is ready to go straight into that B site. Molotov will also delay things. They can't peek into mid, so MIBR has a lot of control, and they can play this one out very nicely. Though GaBi now, okay, with an M4, does pick up Hera. And now there's 4 more to find. Perhaps she can do something. But she would need the support of the teammates as well, because it's a tough job all by herself. And Marie sadly does fall over towards mid, leaving the both of them stuck in the kitchen area. And it's still a little amount of money. I'm going to leave just OLGA sitting there, try to go for an exit, while the M4 is already heading back towards that A side to save. And izaa, oh, she does spot GaBi, but GaBi can escape for now. Is she going to contest it again? Looks that she will, and izaa is hungry for a kill. She wants to take that M4 away. And, oh, GaBi does manage to grab actually the kill, but now Josie from around the corner, she grabs another one. She stays alive with that M4, grabs it for the rest of the team. So that's at least, you know, economy-wise a good one. And actually a lot of the FURIA players there, of the MIBR players also fell in that round.
Losing a player to the explosion as well, and then of course, great hold from GaBi. They're keeping those guns in that M4A1 in play, but still, it's going to be all good in the hood for the MIBR side. They had a lot of cash to work with, which is why they went to try and wrest that A1 away. Now with the buy coming in, we have the op in the hands of Cobb. We've seen her pull off some ridiculous things in the past with the Zoom Banger. This time around, she's off to a very quiet start here in Mirage, 0-5 for her, but I don't think that's going to be the case for very long, as we have MIBR, aggressive play here from two of the members, pushing on up aggressively, and they haven't been spotted. GaBi though, makes contact, goes for the spray, a bit belabored, able to find izaa, and it's going to be the second kill as well, this time being helped out by OLGA as the cavalry has arrived. The 3 CTs here lying in wait, MIBR, they just feeding the members of FURIA, not able to get anything done. The spacing was totally off. None of the utility was deployed, and it's all on a little Z in a 1 versus 5. Not a single point of damage has been taken by FURIA.
Yeah, this is a problem. Just all by herself now. And everyone is in position. We even have Marie slowly on the way to try and go for a flank, just doing so quietly to keep this round very nice and clean. And also, oh, okay, little Z does turn around as soon as the footsteps are heard. But still 4 molted. There is no way she should be able to do this. In fact, I don't think FURIA should give away any more. And there we go, Marie grabs the kill, as they should. So in comparison to the last round for MIBR there, FURIA do take this one pretty nice and clean.
Yeah, apart from losing to one player, they didn't take any damage as well. It was a bit, I felt it was a bit weird from the side of MIBR, because they had the 2 players coming on here, and once they started making contact, there was no flashes popping from above, there was no utility getting deployed, no Molotovs, nothing. So it was literally just one-on-one duels being taken, where with 3 CTs lying away with the A1s, it's going to be almost impossible for you to crack open the bomb site. And there were no trades taking place as well. So a bit of a questionable approach for me from MIBR, but still, you know, the scores are tied up 3-3, as we have a bit of a long play here in Mari. She spots the barrel. Little Z, her days could be numbered, and here we go. Little Z just goes for the dry contact peek, and Mari with a bit of the off angle, taking her down. That's the op lost early on here in a 5v4.
And the bomb is still towards A ramp, while the other 2 are trying to make their way towards mid, try and see if they can split that A bomb site. But OLGA's very much aware, holding off the mid position, whereas now the 2 other players are going to try and come in, support, and try to take that mid area. So smoke will come in towards connector, and flash to accompany OLGA completely blind. Can't hold it off, so that means there's a bit of control now in favor of MIBR. They still, of course, need to set ground onto that A bomb site. You have some support flashes coming through, not really blinding anyone, in fact blinding their own teammates, and that gives so much space for FURIA to just punish them for their mistakes and now get back into the lead.
Good rebuttal coming in here from FURIA, and not just the rounds being won, but also the fashion they win it. They keep a majority of the players alive as well. The money's starting to blossom a little bit more. So despite what was a very solid start coming in from the MIBR side, and that is after all after losing a pistol round, right? They lost a pistol round, and then they were able to make it 3-2. But then you can see FURIA bouncing back. Tactical timeout getting called. We can see coach of MIBR just talking to the ladies, telling them, all right, got to mix things up a little bit. We should be seeing, I do believe, just the pistols maybe coming out here for the MIBR side, unless my math has completely failed me. But yeah, the money shouldn't be looking that great for them right now. That's a good chance for FURIA to extend the lead. And there we go. Yeah, just about a $2,000 mark when it comes to money. One deagle, a P250, no utility being invested, and it should be a shooting gallery in mid. And then Nate dealing so much damage as well. Bit of an Eco Cobra. And I like it from MIBR, you know. They're just the pistols, they waste no time. Make it quick. 5 and 3 for FURIA.
Yeah, you know, if you want to try something, just run and gun and see if you can make something work. But this time around, the defense simply too strong. So back to the full buy it is, and then just, you know, go and try again. Now the gap is still quite close, so a lot of chances for MIBR to get back into the game. But with that being said, you know, if they don't win this round and then the money is again low, you know, at what point are you gonna get back? So I think there's still quite some pressure on their shoulders to try make something off of it, especially, you know, Mirage. This is a map that tends to go quite back and forth, so you want to try and get that momentum back in your favor.
Mirage, a map which can sometimes spiral out of control as well. And of course, on the T side especially, you know, if you're able to get like 5-6 rounds maybe, then you're feeling pretty decently comfortable, right? And then, as the saying goes, you win the pistol round on the CD side, and suddenly you've tied things up, and then it's anyone's game. So MIBR still should be feeling at easier, as we have, I think that is attack timer getting called by FURIA this time around, just to talk things through. So that's that's such a cute plushie. I can't help it. It's just so massive. I can't ignore it, and it's just right there.
And then this angle, it's sort of like low-key, like kind of staring at you. Oh, but it's so adorable too. So yeah, these take timeouts though, because that's the thing, you know, because there has been a couple of timeouts, some technical, some tactical. There's not, you know, the game gets stopped quite a lot, so getting into your flow, it must also be quite hard for MIBR. I just can't. It's so cute.
We should probably have an interview with the plushie later on. You know,
Heku.
like Heku. Heku, if you're there, please would love an interview with the plushie later on. But
or, you know, if there ends up being an interview, just, you know, bring the plushie along.
Yeah, just that's good. That's close enough, right? Here we go, though. We will getting back into the game. Technical issues hopefully haven't sorted out. A fast play coming out this time around for MIBR. You can see this. Look at how far Arkinia is pushed inside a sandwich, and her teammates are going to be following up behind her as well. Unless Olga is careful, she might be caught off guard here.
Oh, they're just going to go for a very, very quick push here deep into A. And a lot of utility in place. Marito does have a bit of some free space, but then again, the rest of the team can't quite help her out. But they do take out that mid player, and now izaa comes in with a follow-up, though there is a bit of a trade, but still MIBR have a player disadvantage, and as well as the health disadvantage, OLGA also does fall in how Little Z as a last player to die, leaving FURIA now doubling the scoreline of MIBR, and with only one loss.
Brilliant flashbangs on that retake as well. Just brilliant stuff coming out from the side of FURIA, completely catching the T's off guard, the post plant. They're not really able to get much done there. You saw how the final 3 players were so very blinded. And even Ka, she was being hounded down, or I think it was, yeah, it was Ka getting hounded down and getting hunted down by Hera, but then Hera getting so tunnel visioned onto the position, getting taken up by GaBi. Yeah, GaBi, Olga, and Ka more than capable of finishing off the final members of MIBR there. And yeah, for MIBR, I like the approach, right? A much more faster contact play towards A, but they never really got comfortable in that post plant. And now, once again, it's just the pistols.
Yeah, now that leaves so much space for FURIA to take. You know, their money is stacking up. We have Olga already at 10K, some players that they're very close towards it too. So FURIA, they don't have a lot of pressure anymore. They can just look around a little bit, even go for some risky info plays because they could afford it, and even with a loss, they are often able to convert it still in a way that favors them in the end. Or we have like some insane clutches that we've been seeing over in Dallas just a month ago. And now it's time for, of course, MIBR to shine. Just the Pistons, though, this time around. Flashbang will go out. And MIBR looking to set ground on that A side. No one checking Marie just yet, so she can go and strike together with OLGA. 2 kills each. And now last player found. Little Z in underpass. Not going to be able to escape for much longer. So again, very quick round. And it's back to the full buy and hope you can then make that work. But it hasn't for quite a while.
Well, the buy is going to be coming out there, but whatever little streak that MIBR went on, it looks like it has kind of come to an end, at least for the time being. And also, you pointed out as well, right, when you have all these technical issues, it can really put a dampener on your momentum. But hopefully MIBR are able to kickstart the engine back once more. As a FURIA, it's about not just stringing rounds together, but if you look at the money, remember, this was like 3-all at one point in time. But FURIA have been on a 4-round streak, and not just a 4-round streak, it's been very dominant indeed. You can take a look at the money, it tells a story on its own. We have 3 players over 10K, all gone 13,000. And the poorest player in the team right now is izaa on 7,800. That's how solid these round wins have been for the FURIA ladies. And they're looking to further extend their lead. For the time being, they've opted to completely relinquish control of mid, but that being said, OLGA, the timing was off. She goes for the peak. There's no flashbang, nothing to assist her, and that's a very dangerous player to be taken down here by MIBR. She was 12-5, and with OLGA down, not only a player advantage, but never mind, Ka brings it back. That's Hera to be taken out. And knowing that B Apartments is bereft of any presence from the Ts, this could be the rotation coming in for the CTs towards A.
I mean, luckily for them, there's some utility in place, but doesn't matter, GaBi, even with the A1S, still sprays through that smoke.
Look at the flank.
Yeah, this is absolutely insane. And now they're very much aware, already looking towards CT. Josie does actually manage to find Ka, so that is an advantage now in favor of MIBR. And suddenly FURIA questioning, where are they? Oh, and right as Marie had a smoke, Little Z peeks off of it, and now izaa, okay, 2 kills. Now 1 more for her to find. It's a 1-on-1, and it is MIBR winning and taking the round. Finally, after that streak of FURIA, they can break it and get back into the game.
7-4 is the little bit of a streak that FURIA went on. It's finally come to an end. I think it was a 5-round streak going their way, but finally answered back here by MIBR. Still came another 1v1 there. Still got very close indeed. But because of the money we spoke about earlier, Fearless, they have so much cash that a buy is still going to be very comfortable. Caught with the op. Timing is everything. She's going to walk on past a missed shot though. Are they going to hunt her down? Yes is the answer, but she's stuck in the smoke, but she will finally pull off the escape. That got a little awkward, and Ka just peeking into Little Z's op still comes out on top. That is huge.
Yeah, now what can you do? There's 2 ops in the mix. GaBi with the other one here towards the apartment area. Meanwhile, Josie, okay, does grab 2 kills, make it 3 on mid. And suddenly, things have completely changed where they were quite a bit down. Suddenly, there's a player advantage now, and Josie is very keen to try and make this B side work. GaBi still here with that orb, spots 1. That's now Josie out. She tries to re-peek, but Hera does trade. And now, still a player advantage in favor of MIBR. And 45 seconds left is enough for them to get that bomb down and reposition themselves for afterplants. Even a smoke, double flash left. But Marie is now already quite close, coming in from that short position. Has a kit in hand, but not a lot else of utility. needs to actually take quite many angles, and all doing so while sneaking. Oh, that is Hera's head spotted, and Nate gonna go on top of it, but it's not gonna kill her just yet. 20 seconds, but that's how Kiza taken out, but Hera does trade. MIBR stay in it, but just by an inch.
Oh, that was so nicely played by Mari. But this came down to this 3K from Josie. This was so well done, so well put together. A beautiful sequence of 3 kills there. And yeah, despite the attempts from Mari in that 1 versus 2, she almost had it as well, Viril. Is that Nate was just, what, 20 HP remaining in the final player as well, so that could have easily gone the way of FURIA, but still MIBR with 2 of their own here, as we still have 3 more rounds remaining in this half. It could easily swing back the way of MIBR. And imagine a world they head into the second half with an 8-7 lead. That would be gargantuan.
Oh. And that's the thing, there's chances, you know, now that they have, you know, 1-2 rounds in a row, suddenly, you know, the economy is starting to look a little bit more dire for FURIA. Even, you know, they had quite a large chunk, but eventually, if you're going to keep winning, especially 2 in a row, you can already see, you know, whereas we had like 14K only 2 rounds ago, suddenly we have Marie on just $600 in there, and that's it. So if they can convert onto another one, we have got ourselves a really, really close one on our hands. But it's GaBi grabbing the opening here, through the wall even, onto Hera. And oh, Ka is very keen. They actually swatched positions a little bit, as GaBi now doesn't have the AWP anymore, just Ka this time around. So it's too expensive. But it's still a player advantage now in favor of FURIA.
That's something we've seen hasn't really phased MIBR in the past couple of rounds, right? They lose a player early on. In fact, they lost 2 players, I believe, in the previous round, and Josie just bringing it back with a spectacular sequence of frags. Now, we're going to play it down. We have the smokes getting deployed, but the perfectly timed smoke from the CTs towards Palace, that's going to keep one of the players at bay. So Olga just lying in wait position, known, but she's going to still strike. 2 kills for her. Now 2v3, player advantage still for FURIA. And the problem here for the izaa, they have 1 more smoke remaining, and the bomb needs to be planted. Little Z waiting for the smokes to clear, and for a teammate to be right alongside her.
Oh, she needs to cross. And Ka is still waiting here with the AWP in hand. The bomb does now go down. Oh, but Kiza does peek right into it. Little Xena also falling as they swarm from CT. So actually, it was just a little bit of an unfortunate timing. Not quite sure where that AWP was positioned, hoping that maybe the close angle would be held by the rifle instead of the AWP. But this time around, it's not quite the case. FURIA looking really, really solid right now. And yeah, oh, that was it. Oh, they spammed through the wood, and that was a nice little opening. And that's the thing. FURIA's been getting opening kills quite a lot here in this game. And okay, in comparison to just 2 rounds ago, they did end up losing it. But for the majority of the time, they do hold on to them, and it's what really makes or break the round.
Our admins are very, very strict. You cannot talk during the technical timeouts. That is one of the main rules. Which makes sense. Completely defeats the purpose of a tactical timeout, right? I can just unplug my mouse and be like, all right, my mouse ain't working. Call something, coach. But we do have a clean round there coming out from the side of FURIA. Still 2 more rounds remaining. They'd be looking to end this in a 10-5 scoreline, favoring them. And considering it's going to be just the pistols and armor here, it's a light investment, meaning there will still be some funds for MIBR to work with come round number 15. But right now, all 5 players grouped up and gathered for what could potentially be a B-take. The 2 defenders here, and you can see the aggression from FURIA towards mid, so the rotation could still be coming in very quickly. izaa holding the line, able to find one. GaBi should be careful, she might run out of bullets here.
Oh, a little bit of a misspray, but it seems to be almost completely fine. GaBi is the only player to fall, just by the Tech 9 there. But in general, still pretty clean, and now FURIA definitely don't have to worry a single bit about economy whatsoever, whereas maybe I can also still afford this one. Also for utility, only Little Z, it could be maybe an additional flash or a grenade, but everyone pretty stacked up here into this round. No head armor, that might become a little bit tricky against them fools, but still the ARP had already taken quite a chunk of damage though, due to the other utility. Oh, and Ka, she is just gonna go absolutely aggressive. And she's so versatile, you know, we've been seeing her in the B apartment, and now she's just, whoop, she swapped over towards the A side, unexpected, and already good for 1 kill. She even spotted the second player there as well, so quite a bit of info.
Yeah, and I love her mobility as well, right? Not just staying put, being just this roaming AWPer for her side. And Kisa just comes pushing in. That's all very lonesome. I think she was enabled by the flashbang for her teammate, so Mari aware. There's another T nearby, and she's pushed in deep. And that's the AWP in hands of Little Z. She should somehow come out on top here. She doesn't, but it's okay. Hera is going to pounce on the bomb site and brings it back for her team as Josie's gonna strike as well, and suddenly from a 5v3 it's down to a 2v2, make that a 1v2 favoring the CTs, and izaa's gonna finish it off. It is gonna be 10 rounds of FURIA as we head into the second half.
Oh yes, this is a very, very dominant half so far here from FURIA. We thought for a second, okay, maybe MIBR could pull back, grab a few more rounds on the board, but 10-5, yeah, that is simply, it's gonna be it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESL Impact Valencia, where we are in the MIBR against FURIA game. 10-5 is the scoreline at the moment, after FURIA has had a pretty good start here at Mirage that we are at. Very good side already, and now they're gonna switch halves. And MIBR is gonna have that maybe a little bit of an advantage being on CT. Oh, but look at that. I see dualies.
Dualies, and you know how the saying goes, we said it earlier as well, Dualies. 6 pistols versus 5. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It has to be the edge here for MIBR. But Josie going to be making contact. We saw a couple of cool rounds coming out from her. 3K with the AK-47 comes to mind. But it's going to be a very fast play towards the A bomb. That bomb will be planted here. And Olga's still lurking around towards short. She spotted 2 players. And as long as she stays alive here, it's going to delay that retake from taking place. And even the snap on Nikiza's head. And Olga's doing everything by her lonesome.
Oh, she's even more tipping more away onto the dualies, but okay, her head is being taken off by Hera here. Even looking for more. She spots izaa there as well, but oh, look at her go 2 for herself as well. It's just one big headshot pass back and forth. But now Josie, last player standing, not going to be able to do quite much as FURIA just take this pistol round home, and 11-5. That is now a very scary prospect, you know, with if you're like having your pistol side and then being T, if you maybe get a bomb plant, you can still, you know, try and force it out. But on CT, trying to force it out after a lost pistol, that is real tough.
That was such a well-done round as well from Olga. Like, she was being the one throwing herself at the enemy, right? She saw 2 plays towards short, comes back, gets that kill under the player inside the jungle, then she sees the 4th CD top of mid. So there's so much information getting conveyed to her teammate there by Olga, and even able to get the gush onto the player top mid with that Glock of her. So yeah, rough time here for MIBR. Nade's gonna be sailing on in, but Ka from position from the chair is gonna decapitate Hera. Hera, even though she has only, I believe, 8 kills in total, like there were 2 rounds where one round when she saved her team, and the other time when she was able to turn around what was looking like an impossible round into something at least when it gave her team a little bit of hope. So she's had her moments as well, so has Josie, but we really haven't seen anyone really step up to the plate like how Olga has for the side of FURIA. And now at this point in time, you look at GaBi as well and Mari, everyone's chipping in, along with izaa.
Yeah, it's literally everyone, and it's almost uncanny how Ka is at the bottom.
like and she's a star, right?
I know. That's the thing of FURIA, and already so much control. I mean, there's not really any contestment here from MIBR. They decided to go for a little bit more of a stack towards that A bomb site, and yes, they pushed through apartments. But yeah, if you're leaving mid open, they could easily just go right in through mid onto short into that B site. Now, Akina is definitely going to go right back into it, but still with Deagles and only a single smoke, it's going to get real tough. Little Zeals are tagged on a little bit more. But who knows, maybe one of these shots will hit. Oh, instead, as the reloads comes in, Olga tries to chip in, goes in for more. And even, she hears where the last player is. Okay, all the info goes to GaBi. She can fight that last one. And again, just it's a pretty clean one. Only one player fallen. And, you know, that just can instantly get the economy rolling.
Aww.
I just can't help. I'm in love.
Well, at this point, she's probably going to need a few more of those plushies because it's not looking good here for MIBR.
Please, I want one.
It's a bit grim. There are a lot of stores here, though. In the did you have a chance to like walk around?
Yes, there's so many cool booths and just places. You can even just come in, play some CS yourself. It's really exciting.
Yeah, like we have a lot of stalls, a lot of other arenas as well. We have ESL Challenger happening simultaneously as well.
On neighbors.
Yeah, and that's really cool. We have shared audiences as well. People are going for back and forth. We have there's a bit of some a Halo setup as well for any Halo fans. A StarCraft 2. There's so many anime shops as well, if you do that sort of thing, like manga and anime. A lot of cool T-shirts and whatnot. I even saw a couple of katanas. Ooh. I don't think they're real. They look very real though, but I'm just wondering how I can put it in my suitcase. without getting checked as they come charging into a bit of a stack here. And a bit of casualties for the side of FURIA, but eventually GaBi will put it all to rest, and they're now 13 and 5. 8-round lead here for the favorites,
Yes.
the dark horse in the tournament. And for MIBR, there are opportunities to bring this one back. Fearless, it's starting to dwindle a bit.
Yeah, they definitely need their spirits to be lifted up. But you were talking about Challenger just now, and a little birdie, not sure if they're still out there, but the male team is also supporting in the audience for MIBR, which is really, really exciting. You know, sometimes you need that extra bit of support. We saw it back at Dallas for FURIA as well, also for Big. So it's really great to see all that support, everything coming together. Yeah, but it looks like they might just need a little bit of extra support here as well. As yeah, this game so far, it had a good initial start. Things were really close, but now things just start to spiral a little bit more towards FURIA's side. But the money now, thank God, is there.
Yeah, like, I hate to sound like a bit of a cliche machine here, but the thing is, with 5 rounds in the T side, if you're MIBR, really wanted to win that pistol, right? But unfortunately, not quite able to do much the past 3 rounds. So that nade as well, chunky damage being dealt to Marie as Little Z finds GaBi. And that's sort of start MIBR we're looking for here in round number 19. izaa as well taking that car simultaneously. And a 5v3 here. Little Z needs to be careful. He's down to 13 HP, so he's going to be playing a much more safer angle way at the back of Ticket Booth, but izaa has crept on in, and we've seen her pull off some crazy things already.
Molotov will now start to fly, so that will at least create some maybe some gaps in the defense. So Josie does try to answer right back in the kill onto izaa. So MIBR still holding on with 4 players alive. Things definitely tough. No, not a single piece of utility either for FURIA to try and set foot. There's a lot of smokes, but it also creates a lot of confusion. And perhaps if they're going to fade, they could make some use of it. But CTs are very much aware as well. OLGA now last player, or Maria last player standing, but with that, yeah, simply not going to be possible. And finally a good round on the board for MIBR with not a lot of casualties too, so that's good for their economy. And now let's hope they can convert on some more.
It was looking a little worrying there, because Little Z was so very low in health, because I was starting to wonder if Josie would be isolated. And the 2 players with the B bomb side as well, they hadn't really budged, but you could see them slowly starting to push it towards a short position, and yeah, just well played overall by Josie. Of course, Bai will still be coming on in for FURIA. No AWP though, and a flashbang is so perfect. And Little Z somehow able to triangulate where OLGA was, or the traces from OLGA's guns were coming in from, and able to find the kill. And that is a huge opening again. And here's the thing, like, if OLGA falls, sure, there's still everyone else on his FURIA side, but still such a dangerous player. And I think she's been spotted. izaa is there, she's going to find her. There's no one nearby to trade. Once again, early 2-player advantage here for MIBR. And once more, it's going to be the A play coming in from FURIA.
No. It's going to be a flashbang being popped, and Josie is still very keen to try and make something work of that smoke. Not quite going to happen, as she missed the timing a little bit around the box. It's now just hoping and relying on the rest of the team, as everyone is slowly going to be creeping in. Oh, look at this. Josie will eventually push that smoke, and adds another kill for herself as the rest chimes in there as well. Again, just, you know, it was only Josie that was being traded, so now MIBR are starting to get a good hold of themselves, creeping a little bit closer.
Still a long ways to go here for the ladies though, but still a step in the right direction. OLGA, yeah. That's why you want the M4A1. That's why spam away. Traces won't be a good giveaway. At least a bomb getting planted here for the side of FURIA, so that's still something to work with. And that means they will have enough funds for a bit of a light by pistols come out. But the utility as well, izaa is going to be duking it out. 12 HP, she is getting hunted, and OLGA will pick up a kill. And not only that, an M4A4 retrieved as well, but the aim punch comes into play. And Josie will finish her off, but that's the cue for her remaining teammates to charge onto the B bomb site here, Fearless. And this is looking messy, this is looking murky, but a flashbang is so good, and Hera will still hold her ground.
Oh, look at that, just as clean then as you could be. But as you said, you know, it looked a little bit tricky for a second. And now it's time for the timeout, because FURIA definitely need to rethink a little bit. Of course, their scoreline is looking a lot better still than MIBR's, but MIBR have been hitting a little bit of a momentum moment now.
Yeah, you can just go by the previous game, right? We had Big Keeper who had a massive lead against Na'Vi Javelins, and we saw Na'Vi Javelins slowly crawl their way back into the game. It was a very tight affair, eventually going the way of Big Keeper 16-14, but it required them to pull off some miraculous rounds. It's still looking good in the MIBR side of things, right? Even though they were trailing quite substantially. These coaches looking happy. Still full focus on the players though. So we will be jumping back once more into the game. Round number 22 now. Still trailing by 5 or MIBR, and now once more the guns will come to play for FURIA. No op yet again for Cops, looking to instead wield the AK-47, and that seems to be a trend here, at least for FURIA on this T side. They seem to be content with just the rifles instead of any sniper rifle being in play.
Yeah, well, if the rifles are popping off like that, seems to be going okay. There's not too much pressure for Car to like really deliver on that up. Even, you know, even GaBi can pick one up sometimes, kind of depending on, you know, especially if you're T side, you want to do it maybe off of spawn base too. But for now, doesn't seem to be too much of an interest. But MIBR did take the opening onto Marie. 16 kills currently for her, so that's already quite a powerhouse taken out. And now FURIA need to rethink on what to do. The bomb is still over towards a ramp, whereas izaa still trying to see what she can make off of the B apartments, though. Arkina very, very close. She could hear the footsteps. And that's now going to be the call for FURIA to make some work off of A. There's still 2 players here. Another player that could creep in very closely soon from jungle to follow up. And good flashbang though. At least Josie's blind. But now they're still going to be very exposed in the middle of the site. And yeah, with that, it's another round again. MIBR just continue to go. And
I think see Smile start to break out right now. They're starting to feel comfortable. They're like, all right. They're not just winning scrappy rounds here anymore. Now they're starting to erect a massive wall. Great defense here. And also the aggression as well, right, towards the extremities of the map. It's not really allowing much space here for FURIA to work with. And whenever they send one player alone on her one-player mission looking to gather information, because there's no one nearby and because of the aggression from the CTs, they're getting caught off guard. There's been no trade possible, but this is fast. This is furious from FURIA. The double swing not really taking place. Those kids are going to have a very comfortable time. Runs out of bullets though, but a clock not able to get the job done. So it is still going to be MIBR getting yet another round. All in izaa with a deagle to find something, and no one is looking her direction. Oh. That's a chance for 2, but only good for 1. MIBR, they get it double digits, and we have a game on our hands.
This is definitely reminding me of something. Really, that previous game went in a very similar fashion. Now 13-10. And this is the thing, because in the last game we had like already a 14 scoreline. It was a little bit closer. Now there's even, you know, chances MIBR can get themselves onto that point if the momentum just keeps rolling and rolling, because the money keeps being so low. You know, it's a buy round, they don't win it, they have to go for an eco, and then slowly MIBR can just stack round after round. And their money, you know, earlier we were talking about, oh, FURIA is having a 10k, 14k. Look at this, Hera on 12, Little Z on 10, Josie almost 10. This is looking very, very good, and especially now that we're going to be playing the long game, it's very favoring of for MIBR.
This opening kill onto Little Z. Would that be the difference maker we're going to be finding out here? Like you said earlier, Realistic, the opening kills have been going away from MIBR quite a bit here in the past few rounds. So here comes a charge. It's going to be running on up, no flashbangs, and they're going to line up for Hera, but izaa with the instantaneous trade. Now Arkinia has to hold her ground, and she's not going to be able to do so. izaa with the 1-2. Left jab, the right hook, and the B bomb side has been cracked open, and with that FURIA, that put a stop to the streak from MIBR. Now, there is a lot of money to work with for the MIBR side, though. So they are still going to attempt this retake. They can go for the buy easily. So Josie and Kiz are grouping up together, coming in from market. There's still a chance they can pull this one off.
Gonna creep out now through that smoke.
There's no one at the bomb.
Oh my god, they're all pretty far away. And this might suddenly become a problem because there's actually a wall blocking the player defusing, and there we have it.
Surely not!
It is a clutch coming through for MIBR. Like, I'm almost so lost for words. Like, this round shouldn't have happened.
Oh my
They were like all
God.
running away. Oh, they're gonna save. It's not gonna happen, but then it does. And these are the rounds that might cost you.
2v4. You don't lose rounds like that.
No.
You cannot afford to lose rounds like that. And Kiza and Josie, they come running in. They're like, hey, guys, where is everybody? And it just had a one player in short. I do believe there was Car with the AWP. There was no one spotting for. They were so sure that a save was going to be coming in for MIBR. But as I said, that's so much money to work with. MIBR were flush with cash. And they should be cognizant of this fact. And yeah, like, this has just slipped out of their fingers, and this could be the round. Now, look, I've seen this comeback happen for the past few rounds, but it still was like, you know, FURIA will wake up. But this could be a tilt round.
Yes.
This could maybe be the one which can change the tides now firmly for the side of MIBR. What a round.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That's just as easy as that. And now MIBR, they're feeling the spirit. They're like, okay, if we can win rounds like that, we can do absolutely anything. And again, the money is looking quite dire. Car has not a single piece of utility. Marie only a Molotov. So they're going to have to go for a very executed play, make the use of the utility that they do have. They're going to go straight out to A. So the results in almost all the players being here. They're going to push into CT, but Josie is absolutely ready for that. Kat also the first player to be taken out. She's just kind of sacrificing herself at this point. And Josie jump spotting, spots the head, gets the backup from Little Z, and together they can crush this whole T side. Looking so good, 5v2 at the moment. Yes, the bomb is planted, but you know, at this point you don't need bomb plants, you need round wins.
Molotov as well. So GaBi right now, there's nothing she can do. Absolutely nothing she can do, and the stick's going to be coming on, and Olga has to go for the play, and it's going to be GaBi. What a play from GaBi running out through the flames. Is there enough time, though? I don't think she's got it. She's going to stick it. No, she doesn't have it, or does she? No, she doesn't. And FURIA, they steal the round away from MIBR. As the fortunes will be reversed. This time it was a 2v4 favoring MIBR, and what a play from GaBi through the fire and flames, running on out and getting the kill.
It's so lucky as well because the player was in the smoke and she just sprayed and just hoped it connected, and it did. Just killing the diffuser right there, even though there was a play even in front. So all the luck just aligned here in favor of FURIA. So, all right, there is a little bit perhaps of worry now for MIBR, but there's plenty of money. They could still steal this away because they're only 3 rounds separated from FURIA. Olga, though, keen to grab an opening. It's not quite going to happen. Kiza does fall back. But that's the thing, you know, Kiza has been playing that position a lot, so they're going to try and see if they can capture her. But now Kiza is aware. He's going to throw a flashbang. Oh, but does she know that Olga's already this close? This is a very cheeky angle. Doesn't get checked, and Olga quick on the trigger. No room left for error. Now 5v4. Just going to try and see if they can swarm the side, smoke and utility in place. Josie is pretty much forced to wait for backup.
Oh, and this position from Mari. This should definitely prevent his retake from really finding anything. And if I'm MIBR, I might even just attempt to go for a save here. You can see now Josie and Little Z slowly peeling back. They still have some funds. especially on Hera, so Vi's still not going to be a problem, but this is almost unwinnable. And sure, they had the 2v4, but this is a whole different scenario altogether, and this time around, FURIA are not going to leave the bomb alone. Just go back to the previous round as well. I was taking a look at the stream, just running a little bit of delay.
Yes.
And GaBi with that swing out, like you said, in the smoke, it was just literally one random bullet.
Yeah, that just hit.
Preventing the defuse from taking place. It was just insane as they will hunt down all the members waiting to the last second. And MIBR to lose all the guns. Now, we did say they have some fun still to work with. But FURIA, they will get to map point here.
Yeah, so suddenly things get very real. You know, they've been on an incredible streak so far for MIBR. They've been definitely getting back into the game, but suddenly with FURIA hitting match point, it's looking a little bit grim. You need to give everything you got. But if anyone can do it, MIBR certainly can. We've seen quite a couple of close games, you know, and certain teams that they were facing earlier on during the Impact League suddenly, you know, making much better, closer score lines, or during Dallas, you know, they lost against, for example, Black Dragons, but then qualifying for this event, they won against them, so they've been improving as the months went by. So we know that now MIBR is capable of trying to get this back into overtime. But FURIA certainly is very eager to try and deny that.
FAMAS is in play. Bit of utility though. FURIA, 4 chances here to close this one out. Ample opportunities after the heroics of GaBi and OLGA earlier on. And I won't lie, after the round where they lost a 2v4, I kind of felt FURIA, their mentality just might be broken right there. That could be what allowed MIBR to close this one out, or at least get to map point earlier on. But credit where it's due, FURIA able to immediately bounce back from that. And to get to map point with 4 opportunities here to close this one out. As we have a bit of a spread approach here, as flashes are going to pop. Hera, though, luckily tucked into the corner, won't really be found out, but the flames are going to spread, and that's an instant delete from izaa. Hera will go down, and 4 nails remain in the coffin here for MIBR. The play towards B taking place, and Argenia with the FAMAS, there's nothing she can do, and it's going to come down to Little Z to really stand and deliver, but OLGA is just chopping everyone down, and it's all on Josie in a 1v5.
Well, Josie has been doing a phenomenal job so far, but this is a tough one to take on. 16-11, and FURIA do take it. A very close game. I definitely was expecting after that first half, okay, which way is this gonna go? MIBR definitely had a good show in the end, but we do land ourselves in a very similar fashion of FURIA always coming up on top in favor. Whereas MIBR just falls short, but